Soul Simmers, my name is Darth Jeswick and welcome back to Wednesdays with the Waffles. Today we'll be following Belgian as she attends elementary school. It's currently Saturday, so we'll be working on some skill building until Monday. Belgian loved playing with her plush Big Puds, she enjoys telling him stories and giving him hugs. Cherry was working on her latest book, Twilight Waffles, a mystery about a vampire and his human companion who just loved waffles. Bella turned on some children's music and talked to Cherry about how she was excited for school. It was almost the last day of fall, so it was starting to get cold outside. In order to warm up a little bit, Cherry decided to make one of her favorite comfort foods, a cottage pie, for dinner, while Bella took a nap in her new Void Critter onesie. Unfortunately, Bella slept through dinner, but that was okay. Cherry waited for her to wake up. Well, sorta, she waited at the table for her to eat. It was also pretty late at this point, so I just sent them back to bed after dinner. Bella and Cherry climbed into their warm beds as the snow started falling outside. Although there were some clouds, you could still see the moon peeking through the clouds. Despite it being about 3 o'clock in the morning, Cherry woke up just to run outside and see the first snow. Belgian woke up later that Sunday morning and took a shower and broke the toilet by accident. Cherry bought herself a new computer, and as a surprise, she gave Bella her old tablet. Belgian was extremely happy because now she was able to talk to some friends and play Arithmetic Attack, which was her favorite video game. At this point, Cherry had earned around 22,000 simoleons from book royalties, so she was easily able to afford the new computer. And she was able to set aside about 10,000 simoleons for a trust fund for Bella for when she grows up. And as she earned more money from royalties, she would set aside half of what she had earned for Bella. Belgian had already done her homework, so she had some free time to enjoy some cartoons, before the neighbor boy came over to chat for a few moments. His name was Orion Michelson, and we find out that he likes the color blue, and he hates the violin. Cherry invited Bob over to have a snowball fight with Bella. That is, until Bob said he had to leave. Bella went to sleep happy and excited for the next day of school. The next morning, Bella woke up early and grabbed some leftovers. She was ready a full hour before school even started. While Cherry was doing her Plumbooba dance video, Bella headed off to school. Of course, Cherry had to see her off, even in the horrible weather. I was genuinely trying to get a good screenshot, and then Cherry just walked in the way. Cherry started her next book, another mystery called Strange Goop on My Plate. After publishing this book, she was still inspired, so she started writing another book called Pancake Mix. It snowed for most of the day, which was fine with Cherry. Bella finally returned home from school and did her homework. She had brought home a school project and a picture that she drew on her first day. A pretty pink unicorn with a love heart. After Bella finished her homework, Cherry helped her with her school project. It was a medieval castle. It took them forever to finish it, but it ended up looking really adorable. After Bella was done with her project, she was able to watch cartoons for a little while and relax after she had taken care of some of her needs. While Bella was relaxing, Cherry called up Duke Raymond. She needed to know when he wanted to do the next book show. Duke was free at the time, so he ran right over, and they discussed the details of the next show. Cherry even showed him parts of the new book that she was writing, a romance novel called Life in the Court of the Queen of Waffles. Did I forget to mention that it was Winterfest? It's Winterfest, and the neighborhood inspector decided to come and inspect the house. Thankfully, we were in compliance. The snow had piled up quite a bit, so Cherry went outside to shovel, and Bella then came out and joined her to build snow pals. It was Winterfest, so Bella had the day off of school, so she had fun on the swings and watched a little TV. Cherry made a grand breakfast, upping her gourmet cooking skill. Okay, but this actually looks super good. Then it was time to open presents. Cherry received a piece of Olzanoid, and Cherry also pranked Bella by giving her a wolf eel for a present, but she also gave her a bike and a Boo Boo Billy Doctor playset. Bob came over to celebrate for a few minutes and talk with Cherry, and he told us that he had a crush on us. We just kind of ghosted him. And then at 11 o'clock at night, Father Winter showed up, so I had to wake everybody back up and get them their presents from him. Father Winter gave Bella a duck toy. So I don't know if this is a glitch or something, but she was trying to ride her bike and she rode into the bedroom and got stuck there, but her skill was still going up, so that's good for me. Father Winter then gave Cherry a faux meat cube, so overall, really weird Winterfest. Because Cherry was writing romance novels, she decided to write another one called Love in the Time of Waffles, while Bella was outside riding her bike. Bella spent the rest of the day working on her imagination skill, which she was able to max out that day. Cherry had her interview the next day, so she decided to get some rest. Before waking up early the next morning to go on Duke's show, she had to shave her legs and her arms to her preferred length. She had breakfast and then sent Bella off to school, did a little happy dance for herself, and then headed off to Del Sol Valley. She followed the same procedure as last time, going to Duke in his trailer and having a small chat with him first, before they got into hair and makeup, and she got into a new outfit that she had bought. Sul Sul TV presents Agwanda Blitz, hosted by Duke Raymond. So Cherry, why don't you tell us what's going on with your next book? Well, Duke, I've got a small series of romance novels coming out, and then I only need to write 2 more excellent books to complete this stage of my aspiration. And then, to become a best-selling author, I only have to have 3 bestsellers. I've already got $25,000 in royalties from publishing books, as well as level 10 writing skill. Well, that's just fantastic, Cherry, but that's all the time that we have for today's show. How did you end that last show? Oh yeah. Sul Sul TV is not filmed in front of a live audience. Elgin and Cherry were exhausted by the time they got home from school and work, so they decided to nap for a while. But not too long, because it was time to max out all of Belgian's childhood skills. Starting with the mental, she started working on the experimental table. Next it was her social skills. She talked to Big Puds a lot, telling him tons of stories. Bella was also determined to ride a bike by the spring, so she had to work on her motor skill, eventually getting it to level 10. She had eventually maxed all of her skills by the first day of spring. She'd even gained a few extra skills, like logic, singing, video gaming, and charisma. It was a rather warm first day of spring, so the snow melted pretty quickly. And would you look at that? Bella learned how to ride her bike. Since Bella had maxed all of her childhood skills and became an A student, it was time to have a birthday party and age her up. Cherry had made her famous pink cake, and she added some candles so that nobody would take a piece before it was time. Cherry even invited Bob over for the birthday party. Bella rode her bike right into the kitchen and blew out the candles. It took her so long to just get off the bike and then put it back into her inventory to blow out the candles, but she finally did it. She thankfully didn't walk outside to age up this time. I don't know why they did that as a toddler, but I aged her up and then gave her a makeover in Cass. Although I didn't change any of her physical features, I don't like to do that. She has the loner trait and the goal-oriented teen aspiration. But this is the new outfits that I gave her in Cass. I used a lot of the grunge kit as well as some high school year stuff. I'll probably end up changing her bedroom off camera just because it's a little easier for me, or maybe I could make a little video out of it. I'm not entirely sure because she doesn't really have much of a room in general. It's pretty small. Should I build them a bigger house? Let me know in the comments below. Also, just let me know how you're feeling about this legacy in the comments below. I do have this on short lifespan, so we're trying to move really quickly. But if it's too fast for you, just let me know, and I'll try to slow it down and maybe separate her teen years into 2 separate videos. But that is all for this week's episode of Wednesdays with the Waffles. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like because it really helps out. I try to post a couple videos a week, so subscribe and hit the bell button to get a notification every time I post a new video. I hope you all have an amazing day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you all in the next one. Dag dag!